All right, welcome back, my fellow ghouls. So, just a heads up, I have my dog one of my dogs in the room with me now, and then the other is down the hall, I believe. But my dogs are loose, so they're usually pretty quiet, but they might start playing, and if they do, you'll hear it. So, apologies in advance if you hear some growling or barking. But okay, so where did we leave off? We left off, going through the stag door. Yeah, we've been doing that. We're trying to upgrade our lantern lore. We have completed this expedition, I think. This has 2 fonts, so I don't have to worry about, because there's no more obstacles, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see what's in there. We're promoting people. Arms of steel, we're just okay, all right, so let's just keep going. I remembered to fast forward at the very beginning this time, so yay. Are you proud of me, Mom? Okay, this is gonna keep pulling a Mystique. I got a bunch of Mystique. We have some notoriety to worry about, but no tentative or damning evidence, which is nice. I don't have any memories yet, right, to work with this. These are these are influences. Man, I should try doing something with this. This is the whole 10, so let's see if I can do anything with this. Let's try right of map's edge. Let's put this as the offering. Hold on. So the offering is influence. The vagabond is the only hour that never enters the mantis. This rite must be performed in the right place, in the right time, and the vagabond will take that rightness for her own. So what do we see if we put edge here? Edge is the aspect of battle and of struggle. If I add knock, I might be able to attempt a summoning. If I add lantern or moth, I could enact a battle in my own soul. With at least 5 lantern and 1 edge, I could use the mystic discipline called Reason's Glory to transform my passion into glory. And moth, I'm assuming, is the reverse, right? Passion's gyre to transform my reason to passion. Okay, so I think we've seen that before. We just haven't done it. I don't think we need to. We got 5 of each. I'm not really hurting for any reason or passion in particular. So let's see what, so I can do knock. If I add lantern or heart or winter. So instruments, I don't have, whoops. I don't think I have the necessary stuff for that. Whoops. That's not what I wanted, but let's take a look. Aspect of battle of struggle, if I add lantern or there are possibilities here. Lantern or heart or winter, so assistant. So I can add. We have a disciple, that's forge. So let's summon a thing from behind mirrors. I found a useful conjunction of aspects, but I need more power to call forth this subtle, fragile, murderous thing. Oh, okay. I'll need a significant intensity of lantern and a little knock in edge. So edge isn't the one we want a bunch of for this. Okay. I still don't know if we can really do anything, so I could add hearts. Wait, right? It said, oh, I need knock. Then I can add heart. Whoops. Call for this merry, ceaseless, merciless thing. I'll need a significant intensity of heart and a little knock and edge. So, is there any ritual that cares about a lot of edge, but not a lot of... Add lantern or... Yeah, I don't think there's anything that wants a lot of edge. At least that we've seen so far, as like hints. That wants a lot of edge and a little bit of the other aspects. Which is unfortunate. But let's... maybe right of the... No, that requires a sacrifice, and I'm not... Oh, of knowledge. Yeah, I'm not giving up any of my lore right now. Maybe later. Can I use the occult scrap here? Secret histories describe the unknown complexities of the world and its many pasts. They're not usually used directly in the visible arts, but If I add knack, who knows what is possible? If I had enough lantern, who knows what I could attract? I found a useful conjunction of aspects, but I will need more power. With enough lantern, a significant degree of knock, and a teasing taste of secrets. Perhaps I can conjure something interesting. So we need a more powerful believer, and we need a more powerful relic. Because I wonder if we need to break the threshold of 5? Or do we need a higher threshold to count as significant? Like, what counts as significant? So this is 8. I wonder if there's instruments that give you even more. 8 seems pretty significant, though. Work. So let's just keep, because I have no memory, so let's just keep exercising and keep going. So into the night, wisdom is country. Yeah, so this is going to ask for my library. What? Okay, a lot of stuff happened at once. Let's take it one at a time. What is this? Okay, secret devotions. Beneath the altar, in a box secured with a complicated triple knot, we find a trove of books and more besides. A knife rank with old blood, a twist of cloth, a leathery remnant of something the minister must have surrendered at his ordination. So that's a Greek book? Yeah, that's a symbol for Greek. Chinon at Abydos, a play dealing with the 9-year sojourn of a snow goddess in the Thracian city of Abydos by Apollo Fireweaver. It enjoyed success in London in its 1892 edition when it was published from, apparently, an older Greek text. Okay, so this doesn't need to be translated. Unattended church. The minister disappeared one night quite abruptly with his inner circle and the church's chiefest treasures. He is widely assumed to have gone to a better place, possibly a sunny place besides a shining sea. We could recruit his leaderless flock and make this our base of operations. So this can go over there. So how did we drive him away? Beneath the altar in a box, we find a trove, blah, 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 twisted cloth. Must have surrendered. I don't think it was said what we did with if we did anything. Oh, so I can sell this because I already know Greek. Debilis Moruum, an 18th century epic poem by the pseudonymous Solipsistos. I know I'm pronouncing that right. This does not look like it needs to be translated. The Rose of Nuriel, marked with the tripled sign of the arcane contemplative order known as the Sisterhood of the Knot in Greek. Sisterhood of the Knot. What is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? A very original joke, I'm sure. Greek. So she's moth. She's moth. She's edge. And we got funds, and what is this mystery? Oh, notoriety, yeah, of course. Okay. We're gonna look at this. Now you shed your blood as the sun blood was shed. Okay, yeah, so this is Moth. He's a disciple now, so we got a more powerful Moth follower. What is this? One more treasure. I should not neglect this last piece of priest. It will no doubt be Chewy, but there is power and knowledge within. Piece of priest. Disgusting. What are you talking about? Let's see what that is before we choose what to do next. Leathery remnant, sense memories and longings, the secrets of the knot, and an unpromising scrap of old self. That's a remnant. So you know what that means. I can eat it. So I guess I gotta eat this. Because I mean, obviously it's telling us it was like a weird, like, ghoul icon, and it's saying it might be Chewy. Ugh. Why would you ever become a ghoul? Like, you could just not. You could become to occult secrets in a different way. You know, you don't have to eat people. Dead, especially like dead and like currently decaying people, you know? Specifically, like, people you're digging up from the graveyard, to the point where you're having lines in internal monologue like, oh, I'm glad I struck solid wood because that means that my dinner's still going to be a little bit fresh. Okay, so explore. Let's keep exploring. This seems to be the go. Hold on. So we got, who do we have for disciples? So we got Hearts. We got him. We have her. We have her. So I believe this needed for the dry soul curse, because this is the place that had the dry soul curse. I think that needed either winter or hearts. So let's try dumping these 2 heart people into it, because I would really rather not get cursed again if I can help it. No, but let's read this again, because it's been a while. St. Agnes Hospital. They did good work here once. Certainly there are a few too many amputations, but then there are individuals one would prefer not to walk the city streets. Only echoes walk the hospital halls now, but malice lingers in the air. We must search meticulously, room by room. Okay. I think it was heart or winter. Because, like, and which would make sense if it's like a dead curse or whatever. Winter is the power that's like most tied to dead things and probably controlling or suppressing dead things, because it's also silence and endings, things that are not quite dead. And then this is all about life and preservation. And then, let's keep talking. Let's keep recruiting people. We don't have any grill promoted yet. Oops. So let's fix that. What's coming up next? Notoriety. That's fine. This isn't going to be gone in time anyway. Right. Stag door. We've seen subtle fracture. I think we've seen most things from the Painted River. So let's go to the Ascent of Knives again. That was fascination. Yeah, we already saw that. A bitter atmosphere. I don't think we've seen appetite. I think appetite and edge. So when we walked up it, we remembered the pain, and that gave us edge. And when we just watched the blood drain from people into the stairs below, and we saw like vampire things eating the blood, which disgusting. I visited the Ascent of Knives last night. That harshest of roads through the house has been sacred to the Menascate and the Sun and Rags since the intercalculate, when the true sun was divided. When I woke, my room was freezing. The chill of it had cracked the window glass. Let me just look up intercalculate real quick. Intercalculate. I think that's probably like separation or something. Interpolate, insert something between layers in a crystal lattice. Yeah, so that's like yeah, it's separating. So that's what the division, the true sun. So is the sun in splendor the true sun? And I do wonder if there are more pieces of the sun. The Sun and Rags and Menascate are 2 of them. I wonder if there are more pieces, because those are both like winter aligned. I can't imagine that the sun would only split into winter stuff, right? I think this will give dread, but it has 10 winter, so I may be able to do something cool with that. So we will see. Let's go back to the stag door, because this, yeah, I won't get sick for a bit now. Oh, let's see if what I need to go to the next tier. Oops. Silken sands not enough. In dreams, the silken sands are the place that whispers. Gray grains shift, gray weeds quiver. Thirst is the only guide through the sands. My thirst, or the thirst of the spider's door. Huh, okay. Moth, no. Lantern, yes. In dreams, the silken sands are the place that whispers. Gray sands shift, gray weeds quiver. I read the angular tracks one must follow of the sand's arched, unseen, slow-stepping residents. Edge, no. Winter, no. Knock. Knock seems pretty unanimous so far. Which I guess makes sense because you're trying to get to doors and open them. I know of the words that open the wind. Open the wind. Interesting. That's a... So we don't have enough of anything yet. So let's just keep going. And knowledge, let's give it a library. Library. I hope I can generate enough mystique. Yeah, so just keeps stealing mystique. Not stealing, I'm feeding it mystique. Oh, I should have... Oh, wait, no, this was still going. Never mind, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. This needs our expedition plans for the next change. So this needs dry soul, heart, or lantern. Okay. Lantern. I guess because lantern is... Because the curse takes away reason, and lantern is a good way to defend your reason, maybe? Or at least it's very directly tied to knowledge. So let's put a lantern follower in there. And then, so we have 2 more, and then this, but I don't know if I want to do that too, the repeatable one. So we have 2 more first, only 2 second. We haven't done any second level ones, 3/3. So these I can maybe combine into a scrap. Yeah, I'm 6, so I'll have to dream of that next. Let's see. We carry enough heart aspect to quell the curse? Probably. So let's put a little bit more... Oh, it used the funds. I don't want to run out of funds, so let's put... We call upon the ring you who encompasseth... Is that it? Or is it cut off? Well, I guess we'll never know. I could turn down the text size, but I don't want to do that. Promote a believer. So we have a disciple of... So we have one of Moth, one... we should do... I like her vibe. Yeah, let's promote her. And then we'll have... So we would need Winter still and one of Knock at least. Scent of Knives again. Yeah, this is the Appetite one, which gave us the blood-sucking ones. Yep, I did not approach. I only observed. Oh, I forgot to check this. Oh, too late now. Collect, so let's heal. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is. I do think it's interesting how the... I mean, it makes sense, right? The aspect of heart when you're ill turns to winter because you're closer to death. So I think that's interesting. Might be a good winter aspect in a pinch. Let's see. Okay, whoops, I don't know why I moved her. So I think this is out. I could sell the Greek book. I don't really need the funds right now, though. Still no... Oh, I have Dread. I got Dread. So, yeah, let's... this is more profitable long term. The only problem is it extends the... Oh, and it's gonna get stolen. It's gonna get stolen, because the Season of Dread's coming, so it's gonna get yanked as soon as it's available. Oh well, it's nice while it lasted. The Glorious Lore. Increased my mastery of the Glorious Lore, which we call by its aspect Lantern, which is nice. Do I want to upgrade this now? No, I want to eat. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. I haven't had a Snickers in a while. Chewy. Ugh. 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 We should probably, because this is gonna decay into dread, right? So we'll want to work on getting contentment. So let's do that. Let's, I can only do that with dream. Oh, I can do that with painting. Should I use the notoriety hide? Yeah, I'll use the notoriety to hide it to generate some more mystique. There's no reason to get tentative evidence if I can avoid it. Inspiration. Let's, oh, I could have used this for painting. That's a 6. This is 6. Do I want chalice? Yeah, why not? Chalice. A mood piece. I don't know if that'll impact it at all, because I have no other chalice aspects there. So it looks like we beat the dry soul curse, so I think we're all set. We don't have to do it, because I don't see any more obstacles there, so we are all set, I think. Oh, been forgetting to read their upgrades. So let's start with actually the guys in here. So Leo still yearns to preserve what is good and valuable, but he understands that to protect one's ideals, one must sometimes do questionable things. She's still a believer. He's a believer. Oh no, we're making them worse. I can make them worse. Rhaenyra commands admiration wherever she goes. She reserves her attentions for those who merit admiration in return. Porter goes unnoticed until he's ready. I really don't like Porter. Not right now. Not right now, sweetie. My dog's trying to climb into my lap. No. He's a cuddle bug. He wants to cuddle all the time, and I just spent like 2 hours cuddling him on the couch, so I do not feel bad turning him away. Kat Caro, a disciple. She still performs in the theater sometimes. Kat Caro, the posters say, finds the path. Kat Caro knows the way. So she was a stage medium as well, but she didn't go into the flesh-eating route of being a stage medium. Valcian is not a machine. We are reasonably confident, though. Yeah, we've seen this. Because she's been observed to commit quite human errors. Rose has sharpened her cunning to a concentrated point. Yep. Okay. So we need to remember to check that. But let's, so we need winter. We need a strong winter. That seems important. I probably should have upgraded winter sooner. All right. So, something? Formula, elixir, a luxurious memory, 5 memory. Pleasure, like the sea, is ancient. Pleasure, like the sea, precedes the conscious human soul. But like the sea, pleasure is different in every age and every hour. Paint with this memory to bring it to full awareness. Okay. It doesn't seem to have a timer. Okay, so this is probably the goal. So I was probably wrong about collecting memories from the corpses. These are the memories I had to collect. So I think this was from the priest that ran away, quote unquote. So I probably have to explore to get more, right? Because how else would I get more? Should I opium? No, it's too early to opium to get rid of dread. So let's just, dream paints. No. Oh yeah, I put 3 passion. Might as well put a fund in there. I invested a lot of passion into that. Maybe it'll give more mystique. Maybe it'll give more gold. The more mystique that can generate, the better. The world goes away. Oh, I should be studying. Right. Let's, De Bellis Morium. The poem, Ellipithecally, describes a war between beasts, weather phenomenon, and arcane concepts. It's quite specific about their tactics. And I guess that makes sense. War, because it's edge. It's probably edge because of the color. So let's see. This looks like it's going to give us a nice chunk. So 3 funds. So only 2 because I spent funds essentially. It only gave 1 mysticism. It gave us our notoriety back. That's unfortunate that it only took 1. It only gave us 1 rather. Because this is definitely going to get grabbed. They told us to paint with it. I guess I got to use it as inspiration. Yeah, let's put Mystique in here. Maybe it'll actually run out. I don't think it will, but art or bread. I could use another passion. I'm not recruiting anyone, so why not? I should be recruiting more because I definitely feel like I'm missing. Okay, so this forgotten colors. I remember colors that are gone from the world. I dare not reproduce them faithfully, even if I could, but I could pay tribute to them if I had a canvas worthy of the task. What does that mean? Hunger that grows in the dark earth, the taste, the particular case, the spores within me. Why would you do a mushroom? Why would you become a mushroom cannibal person? It's just such a bad idea. The rose of Hypatia, the rose of Neriel. So this probably gives forge or chalice because it's a different color. But again, the color could not mean anything. Rose pearl dust. Yeah, so rose pearl dust. So I think the drops are consistent. Yeah, okay, so we've seen rose pearl good dust. We've also seen these stained gloves before. Let's... Empty hospital. I think this is... No, this is Grail, not heart. But this is heart. Locksmith's Dream, Trespasses, and I think we've read this book before. Yeah, so I think the drops are fixed, which is nice to know. He's... Lectern... Believer. Oops. Where did she go? Who knows? Now she was here, now she's there, now she's anywhere. And notoriety. Okay, so let's just keep exploring. Let's... Carter and Hero Limited. Bandages the explosion when both owners died. The machine stands silent. The building is a collapsing shell. Mr. Carter was known to display peculiar trinkets in his office. Perhaps some yet remain. So what do we think? It's an abandoned building. What do we think would be relevant? Let's use 2 disciples because at least if they are relevant. So let's try moth. Because they could like sneak around and I don't know. And let's try lantern because they already had a connection to finding things, so that might be good in finding their way. The remaining factory walls could topple at any moment. Blackened timbers creak in pain. We must equip ourselves properly and move with dreadful care. Interesting. So now shade your blonde. Yep. Okay, so she's all set. We should do... I don't like Neville. He's such a pushover. So we gotta upgrade our lantern lore to get to the next door. An early night. Sometimes I've dreamt of a tall woman in a sand... Yes, I remember this. A tall woman in a sand-colored coat. Our Hatman. Okay, that's 2 dread. I don't think I'm gonna get dread from anything in particular, but let's keep trying to aim for contentment. If we get a 3rd dread, we gotta start smoking the opium as soon as possible. Ambition, so this gave us another... Oh, it didn't. Is it because I ate recently? I don't know why it wouldn't still tick it up, though. Maybe it did, and maybe it didn't have graveyard mouth, and I just didn't notice. The 2-1 joined, and the horned distinguished, consequently blood. The 2-1 joined, and the horned distinguished. The Horned. This is a bone-deep story about the 1,000 men learnt in antiquity of blood and its exits. To speak it aloud is to hear the sword hiss. Use it with winter, and the corpse will rise. So what? It was the 2-1 joined and the horned... Shoot, what did it say? I can't remember. Let's see... This is... We still haven't translated this. Entity called Shion arrives in a blizzard and demands the city gates are barred. As Abydos falls under her spell, the dead return but do not speak. Play dealing 9th century sojourn of a snow goddess in the Thasian city of Abydos. The world can wait a little longer if the palest painting has already waited so long. So, did I get anything from that? I didn't. Hold on. What am I supposed to do? So, art or bread? I think I might have missed something. If I had a canvas worthy of the task. What does that mean? Can I study with this memory? Can I talk to Miss Nania about it? Oh yeah, materials. One is the artist or one is the canvas. Today I'm the artist. This will take a while. I'll apply the word while you're preparing the canvas. The process will be long and complex, but when I am done, the odor will be almost imperceptible. So I need a corpse. I see. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, well, good to know. So I need a corpse to use as the canvas, I guess. I mean, I get it. It fits. It fit. I can't complain that it's not thematic. Oh, we haven't read her. For being a disciple, Claire speaks rarely. She chooses her words with care, and even her movements have become economical. She is never seen to blink. Weird. Enid, a disciple. Enid sees what others do not. It is becoming difficult for her, but it is very useful. See, I don't like making people worse. It just feels kind of eh. All right, let's see what Neville says. Maybe he'll actually like grow a spine. Remember his dedication. No, still. Oh no, it gave us contentment. So let's just keep dreaming of health. And then we gotta, after this, I think we gotta look for a graveyard again. I wonder if I talk to Miss Nania about this, what she'll say. But let's, in the meantime, work. Read Jion at Abydos. For 8 years, the city is a place of slow death, frosty ecstasy, and silent beauty. But in the 9th year, a conspiracy of shouts is mounted against the quiet... Sorry, it zoomed out. Quiet that Jion demands. The conspirators open the city gates, and the scarred man comes to drag Jion out by the hair. Summer returns, and the conspirators die of remorse. Conspiracy of shout. So why would they die of remorse if they succeeded in doing exactly what they were aiming for, right? But that's interesting. So a city ruled by winter. So it's become silent beauty. That fits. And then the conspiracy of shouts. I wonder if 9 has any significance. A white ceremony. I've already seen that. When I speak it, my lips don't crisp with frost. Interesting. So I think we got to start. Well, we have this one. This will give knock, I'm assuming. In this volume, notoriously, Galmir is the... Teresa Galmir. Galmir is the one who is in the Sage Knight's Lodge. And who had, like, a thing with Christopher Elopoli. And her books are all the Locksmith's Dream. One of them gave us Knock. One of them gave us Lantern. This one's probably going to give us Lock if we go by the book. So I'm assuming she did something maybe with Knock to get past the white door. Because Knock is all about opening ways and stuff like that. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the dog. But I can be talking to you if you want. Let's see. Wary detective. Okay, so we did finally get tentative evidence. It was only a matter of time, really. Let's see. So this, we can probably let that decay a bit then. Our expedition plans the next challenge. Okay, so it already consumed funds. Did it? Okay, what is this? Carter Unlimited? Doe, did I just not see? Did I just wasn't paying attention? I just didn't see the obstacle. Well, I guess we succeeded. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. I'm glad. I'm so good at this game. I don't even need to pay attention. Okay, what is Neville's deal now? Neville's gaze has grown furtive, and his voice is sometimes shrill. He speaks freely of his dreams. I guess I'm glad you feel comfortable talking to people now. No one likes a Neville. I'm kidding, by the way. I need to clarify that. I'm sure Neville's a great guy. It's just fun to make fun of him because he's not real. He doesn't matter. Okay, let's keep promoting people. Pope Clifton, a believer. Oh yeah, this is the old drunk guy I called cute. Alright. We still got a bit of money, which is nice. I don't have anything I can do that with yet, so I'll just... Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Another contentment, so we're all set for dreaming for health, unless something is going to turn into despair. Nope, I don't see anything. So, let's go a stag door and reason. And after this, I might try to increase this so we can... Because I think Lantern was one of the things we could use to go to the next door. The woman in the sand-colored robe has told me the stairways of the mantis go ever up. Death is down. The mother of ants guards both directions with each of her heads. And so the passage must always be through a wound. I think the white door might be a wound. That's one reason the dead sometimes pass it. I think I have the other half of the secret now. I hope my reader can put both halves together. So, sand-colored robe. I think it was sand-colored coat was the one that we sometimes dream of. I don't know if there's a big distinction there. Glimmering. Can I do anything with glimmering? I don't think so. I think my passion is all the way. Yeah, passion skill can increase no further. So I guess I don't have to worry about glimmering. Study. Okay, yeah, let's study these. It looks like we only need the library for this, which is nice. There are sorry. There is a proverb among the oh my god. I should never be involved in a magical ritual that requires clear pronunciation. This is why I could never be a wizard. Just saying. Among the practitioners of the invisible arts, Glory visits the house without walls. I would like to know about Glory. Glory visits the house without walls, which is the Mantis, because the Mantis has no walls. We have to another fascination twice in a row. Now that'll give us erudition. Carter's office. 2 floorboards lift away to reveal a hollow beneath Carter's desk. The rats have made free with the biscuits he stored there against the peckishness which haunts the entrepreneur. But they could not penetrate this iron lockbox. A moment with a crowbar will open it. So that gave us a bronze spintria. Bronze spintria usually display the act of shaping on the reverse side. Spintria can be sold for more traditional funds. So this is forge. And I think iron is the one that's the... We'll check that in a second. Lord Franklin Bancroft, Latin. The notorious journal of a notorious gentleman, written in Latin, no doubt for the sake of safety. I have so many books to translate. Maruvine idol. The Maruvi would make little wooden idols to placate the witch twins they feared in their lake. The lake is almost dry now, but the idols and the witch twins yet remain, yet shadowed with the aspect of the heart. Shadowed with the aspect of the heart. Interesting. What does shadowed by the aspects of the heart mean exactly? But this is an instrument, a tool, which gives us heart, which is nice. Vital pigment. It's not usual for this red to survive the death of the body. Grail pigment. We can maybe paint with that. Let's put the pigment down here. An abandoned warehouse. A rotting shell besides a rotting river. Who would follow us here? This is just all that, and then this is going to be notoriety. Okay. So I don't think I can paint with an instrument, right? Wait, where's the pigment? Here it is. I should probably put the pigment over here just to know what it is, because this is, we have 3 pigments now. Grail. This gives moth. Do we have an influence that gives a lot of grail? There is the thing in the Ascent of Knives that gives an awareness of appetite or whatever. No, that was awareness of appetite was the lower tier one. The higher tier one of awareness of appetite. Could maybe use that. Explore. Am I exploring anything in particular? Can I keep going for... I think I can just keep going for things. So let's... the house of Mr. Strakone, a collector of rare objects. He will not sell his treasures, but is sufficiently cunning accomplished might gain entry. So I'm thinking knock to like break in and burglarize the place, and moth because they're sneaky or whatever. Right? Is moth sneaky? Mr. Strakone has forbidden entry to his library. Unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. I like that. Okay. All right. More of that. Let's, we still don't have any... Yeah, I guess we should just keep working out. Wait, oh, hold on. I can, work with this. I could flip it to restlessness first. Wait, restlessness gives grail, right? But it's only 2 grail. I think we should probably aim for the Ascent of Knives influence. Because I think painting, you can use influence or memory or person. But let's use that. There's no reason not to. Pope, not Pop. Pope Clifton, a disciple. Clifton's devotions have grown complex. His eyes have grown wide and shining. His voice has become even louder. Let's talk to Miss Nanya and talk to her about this. Falling through time. When I come before Miss Nanya, it seems to me that a pale light plays around her mouth and her eyes. Erudition. Okay, we should go Ascent of Knives. Yeah! Hey, look at that! This gives 6. This gives 4. So that's 10 grail. I wonder if that's enough to do like a special painting with that. Well, let's go back to the stag door. Because we should be trying to aim for these occult scraps. So if we don't see it in a stag door, I think we gotta try to get it from somewhere else. Inspiration, desperation. Let's go back to working a manual labor job. This needs a library. This needs mortals, watchers, mortals, perhaps even ordinary mortals, but quite a number of them. They can be fought, seduced, or deceived. Fought, seduced, or deceived. I think moth is like deceitful, right? We could put another moth person here. That'd be 7. I don't know if that like is a break point or not though. Later, I remembered how Miss Nanya and I had strolled through the shuttered gallery, arm in arm. The light of the candle she carried played on the faces of the other paintings. We will not be forgotten, she breathed, as long as our image endures. Oh, okay. So she just gave us restlessness for that. That's not great. That's not great. I hope this... Yeah, we'll have enough time. Fleeting Reminiscence. Let's flip this to Fleeting Reminiscence. I don't want to deal with the dread. Awake, awake, they're upon us. That way, quick. Likely deception. Okay, so moth. A fund is already used. Does it use the fund when this, like, description comes up, or will it not use the fund until after it? Because I don't know what that means exactly. Okay, so this is done. Let's paint this. I mean, let's just dump all our passion into it. We should be as passionate as possible when depicting the glories of the Grail. And then we'll need to make sure to remember to use vital pigments. Oh, we should be talking. So we have, let's get another moth upgrade. So, Mirror Glory. I need to move the Mirror Glory. It's in an inconvenient location. Because it just keeps getting flooded by this stuff. Okay. Nope, that does not. I think the Painted River gave us fascination. I don't think the Ascent of Knives ever gave us secret histories. But that's interesting that you're going into the dream to try to uncover secret histories, because that's our biggest source for secret histories. Has been the dream. speaking of, let's go back. Paints. Could spend money. So that's 10 grail, so hopefully that's enough, and hopefully you can get... This isn't the only vital pigment I'll ever see. I think the Orchid of Light, Orchard of Lights, I've increased my mastery of the glorious lore. Mercy, saith the Watchman, is found only in shadow. Right, so now we can go to the next door, which I think was said the spider door. At least that's what Grail said. We had to slack the spider door's thirst. The Great Mother remembers. A Megalesian incantation. So it looks okay. So it looks like we deceived the followers. So that's all set. This is... do I need to upgrade anything right now? I probably should upgrade my winter lore. But let's get more lore in general. So let's upgrade some of these Greek pieces. A worthy medium. This will never quite dry. Perfect. What is the vital? It is not usual for a red this red to survive the death of the body. Oh, is that just blood? Is it just like weird blood? It's probably just weird blood. I've made something unique, something extraordinary, something I will never dare to exhibit publicly. Oh, and it gives us our influence back. Cool. So passion's exhausted. So it gave us contentment, glimmering. An urgency of appetite is difficult to control oneself. So it gave us another urgency. Gave us 2 notoriety. And the Red Grail. She did not split the sun, but here we might imagine how she must have desired it. The Red Grail. The Red Grail was mentioned along with the velvet in the well. 8 order, 8 intensity instrument or tool. She did not split the sun, but here we might imagine how she must have desired it. So why would the Red Grail, which I'm assuming has a tie to Grail, want to split the sun? And because what was the Sun in Splendor? Like what was the Sun in Splendor's deal? Oh yeah, I need to get a corpse to feed myself. I need to get some corpses to feed myself and to do the canvas thing. Alright, what's her deal? Isabet was just here, just a moment ago, just here, almost certainly. Okay. I like how the moth descriptions are always like a little erratic. Let's talk to Clovette. Let's see how we can make Clovette even worse. Right? Because we've turned her determined happiness into fanaticism. Let's see how much worse we can make her. Okay, we're gonna get sick again. Okay, I forgot in Chronicle. Last night, Gerby was talkative. Gerby. I need more too. I might have to start going to the white door just to get those memories. But let's unlock the next door if we can. If this is strong enough. Not enough. Okay, so it is not enough. So I guess we'll just go to Reason. You know, we'll go to the stag door again. So I need this is 3. I need 4. I'm assuming Grail, Lantern, or Knock. Illustrations. So that means I need more books. Bleeding Reminiscence, Suspicion. This is gonna... we should probably try to destroy some evidence if we can. Stracone's treasures. Out into the night, we escape unseen, but the next day there are reports of a fire at Stracone's. Did someone knock a live coal onto the hearthrug, or did Stracone destroy the place himself as part of some larger scheme? The Journal of Alessandro Lacroix. Prince Alessandro Lacroix spent years in secret study at the tablets taken from the Fucine marshes in central Italy. His work will allow you to decipher Fucine texts. Okay, alright. The Locksmith's Dream, Stolen Reflections, the fourth volume of Teresa Galmier's expansive work, no longer a discussion of the dreams of artisans, but a valuable survey of other works. The tone is calmer than that of Trespasses, but occasionally fearful, even paranoid. This volume was published in 1926, but almost immediately recalled and pulped by the publisher. At the request of the author, or possibly the authorities, depending on which story you believe. A few copies survive. So Galmier had ties to the Suppression Bureau, either a history, or she got the power in the dream, and then the Suppression Bureau was like, "Hey, girl, slide into your DMs." Okay, still there. Interesting. So it was probably the Suppression Bureau that did it, or Galmier got paranoid about the Suppression Bureau and recalled it. Subtitled Stories from Behind the Walls, miscellany of non-traditional histories compiled by William Gore, including battles not generally acknowledged and countries which appear on no map, told in a playful, apparently fictional manner. William Gore wrote War of the Roads, I think. This is not translated. It doesn't need translation. Traveling at Night, Volume 3. The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Alopoli, sometimes called the only readable occultist. So we should... I'm very curious about the locksmiths and Traveling at Night. The Treatise on Underplaces. Herein, the 17th century mystic and antiquarian Claude Hirschalt describes the bounds or underplaces on the borders of dream. He warns that they shift over time. Give us our funds, give us notoriety. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that, evidence. We gotta get rid of that evidence. I don't think I have any memories I can use yet. I don't have a corpse I can turn into a canvas. Let's keep working out. Should I... No, I needed to explore the graveyard, right. I remember things. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the remembrance, or the desire there. Okay. Okay, a volume of collected teachings of the Sisterhood of the Knot, that arcane, contemplative order that existed in all histories, but in some of it was very powerful indeed. This was recorded by Hypatia and dedicated to Saint Nympha, Rose of Nuriel. Do I need to study anything? No, I won't until I get corpses. So let's keep, while we have the ball rolling on translating stuff. Let's keep translating things. This is Street Strange by Newt Moonlight. Thank you. I didn't want that though. Sorry, it was my fault though. It's not your fault, Sylvia. I just sent you on a goose chase. I told you I wanted you to find a very specific location, but I didn't tell you what that location was. Consider it a test, and the results are inconclusive. Okay, how did we make Clovette worse? Clovette's optimism is daunting. She wields her joy like a hammer. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I have no idea. Talk. Do I have to talk to anyone for anything in particular? I don't think so. No. So let's keep... So she's a disciple now. We should probably get a second moth. Oh, we did. We probably should... Wait, why is Sylvia up there? She's not Chalice. So we have a second moth. We have a second thing. Okay, we'll just, so... Disciples, believer. So she needs to be upgraded. Ceremony. I don't need a ceremony. I just need the trappings. I just need to lock you in manacles for a bit, and then you'll be more powerful. It's for your own good. Okay. Nope, so let's go to the Painted River. No, of course, that gave us Fascination. Stack door. Let's go to the white door to get more level 2s. And the only problem is that uses health, so I might actually run out of fresh health. Fresh, unexhausted health. Speaking of, now I'm sick. I should have noticed that. Found a promising burial ground. Alright, oh wait, this is here, though. Oh my god! I needed to destroy the evidence and I didn't. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. There's so much to keep track of. Explore. So we got the burial ground. We should keep going, even though it might pull a body from us. It's gonna pull notoriety anyway. We have so much notoriety. So, I mean, it can't really hurt us any more than we're already hurt. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Why did I should have destroyed the evidence. It would have been so easy to destroy the evidence. Maybe. It might have been easy. Who knows? But... that arcane, but some very powerful indeed. This recorded by Nuriel and dedicated to Sate Tryphon. Okay. Actually, I'm about to get a corpse, so... Yeah, let's, not... So we can eat the corpse. And... hopefully before it gets... oh no, it's not going to get taken, but still. Eat the corpse. Up. And let's go right back there. Right, I might need to upgrade him, so... Clovette. Clovette will joyfully dig up some corpses with me. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade our evidence. Let's keep this open so we can paint. Okay, hold on before we talk. No, I think I'm screwed. Oh, Misnania, I should turn this into contentment. I mean, not fleeting reminiscence. Yep, furtive truth. I wonder how many we'll need total. Yeah, let's go. No, we gotta heal ourselves, because I will forget and it will turn into decrepitude, and I will be sad about that because it's so easily preventable. Okay, all right. So paint. Let's dump all our passion in there. Maybe we'll get as much mystery as possible. Inspiration. And then we're going to be getting a corpse. Something profitable. What did Miss Nania give us when we... She gave us one of these things, I think. Oh, yeah. So this is worth 2. This is worth 4. So this is actually like that. Explore... I think I'm gonna keep exploring the graveyard because I might as well get my oh, I could just use a pawn. Might as well get my stuff as low as possible. In the meantime, let's do this. Let's keep translating. I'll probably want to read these in order because they seem like they'll be related. Yeah, goddamning evidence. I'll have to try to send. I have to try to destroy it. Understands my restlessness. I needed a moth faller to do that, right? So no, she's Grail. She's Grail. She's Grail. She's not right. Let's do Porter. I think just I'm worried that it'll fail because it's damning evidence, and I don't want a powerful woman like Elizabeth, who we never see, right? Because she's never there, to get hurt. Most likely succeed. There's always a chance that something will go wrong. Materials. Ugh. Cemetery. Determined. Let's keep sending you there. Payment. Chia. Oh, I don't need a forge follower. Wait in secret in a room that has no windows but must nevertheless be extremely well ventilated. Huh. Oh, is it because it's they're using formaldehyde in part of the process? That would make sense. Greek. So what's this say now? The heretical teachings of a disgraced offshoot of the Sisterhood of the Knot, that arcane contemplative order that existed in all histories, that was recorded by Wasney and dedicated to Saint Respisk. So so we should read all of these in order. Lord Franklin Bancroft. I need to eat. So we'll have to wait for this to come around. Yeah, the hunger that grows in the earth. Ooh, it's all very mysterious and spooky. Just get on with it. Just get on with it. Come on, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Oh, he's returned, and I got more notoriety from that. So let's... Business tryst. Let's because the faster we can get rid of this, the better. Let's try Sylvette, and then we can heal. I don't see a season of sickness coming, so we should be okay. Hopefully. Where's my corpse? It decayed. That's frustrating. All right. Let's what's my temptation at? 3. That's not too bad. But I should use the cemetery while I got it. Let's read. I don't want to read these until I can read them all in order, so let's do the treatise of underplace. The wall of the mansis, Herschel begins, are the size of starlight. Many of his directions are equally unhelpful, but common relationships do emerge. All right, I'm now actually selecting cemetery this time, because I'm a smart boy. I'm a smart little man. The season of dread's coming. This will give me contentment. I can dream away the dread pretty easily. Yeah, that shouldn't be. That's not too bad. Oh, yeah, that's not giving. So, work with the lights. No, let's just get glimmering. Ooh, the favor from a friend might have been a good idea to try to get. But let's dream away this dread. Cemetery. Okay. And then let's go back. Let's go back to the past. Only the past is a cemetery. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're paying respects to the dead. You're paying respects to their memory, and memory is something that helps record events of the past. See, I'm cooking. I'm smart. I'm a smart cookie. I'm a smart cooking cookie. A picturesque account of a journey through nightmare, interspersed with what might be partial rites. On the 18th ascent in the bud, on the 36th ascent, the blossom. 36th. We've heard 36 before, right? I think it was like... Was it when Skeleton Songs? But this is the nightmare that is referenced, I think, when we have a nightmare. But okay, let's eat this corpse. And my minion has returned stumbling. Shoot. Okay, Season of Dread's next. I think we have a little bit of time. A third time's the charm. But we gotta heal them as quickly as possible. Cannot do anything else. Okay, a pale canvas. It is now complete. One would never know unless one looks very closely indeed. It would be best if the authorities never saw this canvas. Fair enough. A pale canvas. I must go very carefully. The memories that I need to convey will take flight from the canvas if I depict them too strongly. I will find those memories in the flesh of the dead, and perhaps even if I must, in my own dying flesh. Okay, gal, Rachel, I understand. You're a woman with ambitions. I totally get that. Like, you go, girl. But maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't. We could just not. You know, like it's just something we could just not do. You don't have to do something just because you can do it, you know? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going to the cemetery. Keep building up some memories that we can feed to our medium. Feed to our medium. Bleak thoughts. I got no dread. Season of Dread again. Cool. So we got time. We have time. Oh, it automatically pulled in the pale canvas. That's nice. In the night blue mantis haze swims a coral palace crown, which yields now and then to the moon. At its foredge, it absorbs the lesser names, coating them with its minerals and juices, and at its rear edge, it expels them, polished like jewels, but not all of them. The others go to feed its thorny tide heart. The colors of tidal. So, in the wheel, when we got, I think, in the Temple of the Wheel, when we got the Furtive Truth or the Secret Histories equivalent, whatever is dropped there, that mentioned older hours, now extinct hours, and I think it was Flint and Tide are the ones I remember. I'll have to go back and see them, but this sounds like it's talking about Tide, the hour Tide, which kneels now and again to the moon. Menascate was mentioned with the streets strange by moonlight. No, because this probably would have come before the extinction of the Tide and Flint and stuff. Probably would have come before the Sun's division, right? If it did come before the sun's division, that the moon was already a thing that existed before the sun divided. If their extinction came after the sun divided, then maybe the moon is one of those divisions from the sun. And the Menescape rules the moon or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to pull on threads. Something shameful. Somebody will pay me for my silence. We should keep eating because we don't want to get even more notoriety. So let's do that. Dream. I still need second tier. So that's not the one I wanted to go to. Ugh. Okay, well, whatever. Disinterest in disinterment. Yep. So I think I'm good on corpses for now. So let's explore this. I do really like the music. I know I've said that before, but the music's really good. Something joyful. Okay, so I wonder if I can go below the one graveyard mouth. And that would, and if I can, that would explain why it didn't increase my tick, because it did. Okay, my minion has returned, the evidence has been destroyed, I'm a little safer. Alright, let's heal these. Let's heal. We'll heal you first, because I'm not a fan of Porter. I think we got time. Yeah, we have plenty of time. There must be a way to destroy notoriety. How did I get all this notoriety again? Oh, I think because I let corpses decay, because I'm an idiot. The color's title, coating them with its... As its foredge, it absorbs the lesser names, coating them with its minerals, jewels, but not all of them. So we're remembering the older hours, the extinct hours with this, right? Colors of title. Okay, so I guess I need to collect these memories. And I think we got that first one from doing from exploring the church. So I think we just got to keep exploring. I think that's our goal, to collect all of the pieces. Let's do this so we can start using these memories. Something profitable. All right. Might as well. We'll probably need more than we have of those. Snack door. Something joyful. So this, it does get rid of it. Okay, cool. That's good to know. But I'm good for eating corpses right now. Yeah, I'm good for eating corpses right now. So let's do these 3 in a row. Saint Nympha is described as not born but cultivated, and these are all related to the Sisterhood of the Knot. Not born but cultivated, the sentience that became the saint Hypatia indicates inhabited a sinner's corpse in order to enable that sinner's redemption. Okay. This sounds very familiar. Did I already come across this earlier? I probably did. Because it wasn't, we didn't do all the, we did, if it was in the hospital, we definitely seen it. Moth, restlessness, of course. Keglin's Scratch. Here, the Romans dug for silver until they reached the unsanctioned space where the names hid things not fit for sunlight. Many others have come since then, even as the tunnels crumble. Some have never left. What are the names? They're probably not ours, right? That doesn't make sense. So what are the names? What are the names? Let's explore. Is this about to expire into dread? Not great, but not bad. Just trying to think. I don't think I need to explore anything because I'm done with the graveyard for now. Yeah, let's go to Galden Lake. Beneath the stark slope of the fells, the mist-wreathed surface of the lake waits. There was a twin altar here before the Romans came, and a legend of a serpent who was sent to defile that altar. Do we have to fight a snake? Hold on, I want to see what the funds say, because I think it gives a little peek. Beneath the surface of the lake, or in some cliffside nooks, perhaps some relics remain for us yet, so that's not going to really help us. Val saying a disciple. Maybe because Nox seems real good about sneaking, so maybe we can sneak snack around the snake. And I don't know, can we fight the snake? Oh wait, yeah, so that was the, I don't know why it does that. Maybe to give it a little bit more of a timer. We both did well out of that, and my reputation is a little uncannier. Yeah, that's a lot of money, so something shameful. Let's find somebody who will purchase our silence permanently for just $5,000 a month. Dream. We need more of the white door. So I think we'll have to explore everything, because unless it's like, when we did this, it mentioned the priest's flesh, and that's the thing we ate, right? So it seems like the remnants probably, I have time. Let's just turn this into Fleeting Reminiscence before healing Isabel or whoever. Okay, so she got Winter. He's wounded as well. Okay, so I wonder what he got. Plan for the next challenge. It'll consume funds. So, younger sister. The mother of ants was born among serpents. She has so very many younger sisters. It can be defeated in battle or will respond to the mother's power. Mother of ants. I know I've heard that. What is the mother's power? No idea. No idea. So it can be defeated in battle. We don't have any more edge. I guess we can just throw things at the wall, right? Mother of ants. Maybe Winter. On something joyful. It may not necessarily be memories of my client, but it's something true. Not all the dead enter the mantis by the white winter door. Not all the dead enter the mantis at all. So this gave us two things. Interesting. So that was for Saint Nymphia, whatever. So let's read this one. Saint Tryphon Nuriel explains performed secret miracles in the name of she who bleeds and bears and she who opens. Thus, Saint Tryphon opened the way to the house of the sun. The Saint Tryphon underwent the great birth and ascension to immortality. Cool. Cool. So Saint Tryphon, immortality. The serpent is long enough to coil around a cottage. Its fangs glisten like ice. Probably it will respect the power we bear. Which encircleth. Mother of ants. Is Mother of ants Winter? Did I guess correctly for that? Let's put health. Just in case. We'll just keep putting people there. Do we have stuff? We have 1 funds. Hopefully that's enough. Yep. And then we'll heal this boy. Or this man. Sorry, I only use boy affectionately. And I'm not affectionate with Porter. Porter's not a boy. He doesn't deserve to be a boy. He's a man. Yeah, so we gotta keep going to the white door. Something joyful. My client's tears are welcome even to them, even for now. Cool. Alright, so what's next? That's the... So it'll give us Graveyard Mouth again. Ugh. It's like waking up. And so I imagine Graveyard Mouth is like when you forget to brush your teeth before going to bed and you wake up and your mouth just tastes awful. And it's like your breath is so bad that you can smell it. Have you ever had that? I'm sure you guys have. Contentment. Okay, so it does seem to be a slightly random drop table, what you get from the... Because that was another joyful. So that's good to know. The Rose of Nuriel. Saint Tryphon began his ascension by passing the horned door. So is that the stagged door? The stag door? He continued it by learning the invocation Thitiak, which Nuriel does not hear record on account of its extreme holiness. And Nuriel explains grimly, to achieve the 7 marks of the Great Birth, Saint Tryphon consumed both those soul who left them, even those in whom the soul remained. Huh. So that gave... Each of these seem to be giving 2. So Saint Tryphon was Knock and Grail. Saint Nymph... Saint... It starts with an M, I think. Gave Heart and Moth. Okay. The offshoot favored by Wasne, the true sisterhood, followed Saint Respicius in pursuing ascension in the name of the door in the eye. The merciless hour of light. Saint Respicius failed, perhaps because the larger sisterhood tracked him down and ritually strangled him. Not just strangled him, ritually strangled him. But Wasne outlined steps for those who hope to succeed. Wait, hold on. So, why was Respicius, whatever, part of the sisterhood, right? He's a boy. Unless the sisterhood doesn't discriminate, well then, like, great. Sisterhood sounds like a cool place. We'll even ritually strangle boys. Into this sisterhood. Treasure lies beyond assistance. Okay, so I think we beat the snake. So I have no idea what the power of the Mother of the Ants is yet. But I think we're good there, so that's nice. Wound is healed, so this is winter. They gave us 2 winter. I don't think I think it's random. I think the scar is random. I don't think it's the source determines the scar. But it would make if it does, they both got it by trying to destroy evidence, so they both got it from doing an activity to try to keep something quiet. Maybe there's a connection there. So I think everyone's promoted now, except for the pawn. Let's start searching for people again. All right, come on. Nope. Pulsing arrows. How much is this? 6? I can maybe paint the... I can maybe paint the red thing, because this, I had 10. Oh, this gives... So this gives 4, this gives 6. So if I can maybe... Yeah, I can do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Hey, what's the worst that could happen? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulsing airs, and then we'll use the rose pearl dust for the paint. if I remember, which I will, because I'm looking at it. I'm remembering by looking at it and not letting it. There are ruins beneath the water, just beneath that waiting death. The lake has risen a little in all these years, but not to keep us out. I'm looking at it. I have object permanence. There we go. See, I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. What's Rosnay? Seek in dreams, seek the mantis. The third mark can be achieved only when one has passed the stag door. One must pass the wood. One must rise to the white door. The stag door awaits the light bearer in the sight of Gerby. So this was the guy who got strangled was Edge and Lantern. These are really pretty colors next to each other. You know, I fuck with it. Sorry, I like it. I like it. I didn't mean to swear. I'm a good boy. Okay, do I need to study anything else? No, there's no corpses to eat. So let's just keep going with books. Janus is the gatekeeper, the twin god, the god that wounds, the presage of changes, the sun, the moon. So we identify him with the watchmen, the twins, the mother with the forge, with the menascate and the madrigard. He cannot be all these, can he? The flamings knew the church, knew the dry land, knew Eligabus. Is he then synthesis, or is he something else? In Galatia, they called him Land Laminus, but the Obliviates are notorious for their slanders. Oh, okay, that was a lot. So Janus is the gatekeeper. I'm pretty sure Janus is a real Roman god. It's the god of passageways or something. Like, hold on. Janus, Roman god. Janus. Roman god of beginnings, endings, transitions, doors, and gateways. Often depicted with two faces looking in opposite directions, past and future, as a hidden deity in Roman religion. He was invoked first in prayers and sacrifices, symbolizing the threshold of time and space. So, if anything, he's a knock god, right? If I had to associate him with something in particular, I would associate with him with knock. But yeah, so passageways, beginnings, endings, he's all of those things. The twin god, the god that wounds, the presager of changes, the sun, the moon, identified with the watchman, which is the solar god. Is the watchman another one of the sun fragments? The twins, the mother with the forge, the menascate, and the madrigard. The mother with the forge, the sun, the moon. So is the menascate, is this calling out menascate as the moon? What's the madrigard? I know I heard that before. He cannot be all these, can he? Yeah, this is the one that was recalled by Galmir. The chapel root. The chapel crypt is flooded and the watery soup with old corpse matter, but at least we bring up a wax-sealed coffer. 18th century? No, older than that. Let's see what's within. Let's... Orchid Transfigurations, Volume 3. We've read the first two. Witch-kissed oil. The formula remains unchanged since the days Hecate was worshipped at the crossroads. This is heart, so I will put this over there. Those indignities perpetrated by the deceitful fraternity of Obliviates. This book is as famous for the near incoherent fury as its tone, as to the knowledge it contains in Latin. All right, that's curious. Okay, we got Leo back, we got everything back, and notoriety. Okay. So that didn't give us any flesh. Let's keep looking. Lockwood Fern. Reeking murk of the fenlands is ripe with furtive life. Attack a turn local. Still watch the sacred places of the small and secret gods. This one that answers prayers. So let's put a fund and just a random follower. Out in the mudland, somewhere we are certain is the shrine bedecked with precious oddments. If the locals try to kill us, we are probably heading in the right direction. Okay, so locals trying to kill us. We want to kill the locals. We have to find it, right? So probably like Lantern is good at finding things, sorta, right? Medium, finish. Something unique. I've made something unique, something extraordinary, something I will never dare to exhibit publicly. Yeah, more furtive truths. Give me that furtive truth. Give me that furtive truth. Give me those furtive truths. The dead need to scratch more things into the walls of the white door. Okay, gave us pulsing arrows back, restless back, a lot of passion, contentment. I've noticed these special paintings always seem to give contentment and glimmering. Another pulsing airs, notoriety, and the sister and witch. She has been a pair of funeral birds, but here she is as she would wish to drown. The sister and witch. I think that was mentioned before, right? The sister and witch. This is hearts. So got 3 paintings, so we need a light influence. We need a lantern influence, and then we can get our 4th painting. But okay, let's keep... I don't have any other memories, so let's work out. We'll be so swole. This is looking... Oh, this has notoriety already. That's fine, whatever. It's only tentative evidence. Hey, it didn't even give us tentative evidence, so we're good. What's next? Oh, okay, we're gonna get it anyway. Expedition continues. Oh, okay, so it looks like there's 2 obstacles here. Treacherous ground, pitch and quags, and sudden tumbles. The earth here cannot be trusted. We'll need strong hands or clear sight, forge or lantern. Okay. Mortals, perhaps they can be fought. Yeah. So, okay, I seem to have been right. So let's just put another lantern there to get 10. We don't have another edge person, so that's why we're still looking for more disciples. Janice has, they say, not 1 face but 2, to which I reply, why only 1? Why only 2? Herschult and Cosley, according to Thomas Love Denman, once agreed that Janice was all the gods and none, but later Herschult insisted he was all the gods and Cosley favored simply none. Denman was a sinister dilettante, but this rings true of them both. Ooh, so this gave us fascination. Parable, unmerciful mantra. So I can upgrade this now. Need fascination, FQ, HQ with library, HQ with library. So I should probably upgrade these now. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Watchman will clear our sights so that we can almost certainly pass without error. Let's put another fund in there just to be safe. Cool. We call upon the Watchman who navigates. Of steel. And then after this, I think we should probably search for more. Come with me, Dorothy, an acquaintance. Dorothy is an enthusiastic sort with an eclectic reading habit. She's fascinated by my hints about the shapes beneath the world's skin. She is heart, if I remember, because we had her last time. So I'll put her here, here. Oh, we haven't recruited this guy. He's just been hanging around. Let's just keep finding people. I think we should just keep finding people. So, gotta find everyone. Bird of Truth. I could have gotten that. I painted a really cool painting, but meh. What do you know? What do you know? You watching. What do you know? You probably know more than me. Okay, so I think we're doing a pretty good pace if we don't include me stopping to read everything. I think our pace is pretty good. Okay, Arms of Steel, so that's what we're doing there. Into the Night, so Solution, Knowledge. And I think I can just keep using the library, because it'll already be there. I don't think I've had 2 checks that needed the same thing. So we'll see how that works. Expedition continues. Let's put a moth person here because they can also be deceived. Yeah. I mean, no harm in it, right? The glory, Orchid of Lights. No, that's pulsing theirs. I don't want that. I want the pretty yellow one. Okay. Vitality. We have so much vitality. We're so virulent. Virulent? What am I talking about? Tentative evidence. We're okay. This is gonna give us graveyard mouth. Not great, but not a concern yet. There it is. That has resolved a knowledge challenge. Okay, so this is asking for another missing. We already have the library in here. We have fascinate. We could use our fascination here and just get rid of it. Yeah, hey, why not? Easy way to get rid of it. Remembrance. Okay, come on. No, I mean, I'm not going to complain about more secret history, but you know, I could have used an influence. Blade Law and Acquaintance is a tinkerer and mechanic with an uncanny knack. Forge. He's definitely Forge. There's no way he's not. Tinkerer and mechanic, Forge. Absolutely. Okay, dream. Let's keep dreaming. Stag door. Because I think we need a little bit more than 2 of level 2. Did the Painted River ever give Lantern influence? No more challenges, so I think we're good to go. Good to go. I'll have to heal that. Nothing's coming up, which is nice. It gives us a little breathing room. What should I be working with right now? Oh god, I think in the beginning of next session, I'll either do it off camera or do it on camera, but I need to reorganize this. This is driving me insane. I could paint. No, let's keep working out. I know it's manual labor, not anything else. Hey. I think he saw something outside. I don't know if the mic picked up his growling. Yeah, Lantern influence. Level 6. So okay, we can paint with this. I think. Right, 6 and pour? Yeah, let's paint with this. Let's paint with this. I think we still gotta get more Fruit of Truths, though. Right, so, oh, this gave us back our fascination. It didn't eat it. That's not great. It's not great. And we got a second fascination? I guess it... Why did we get a second? Need fascination, which might breed. Okay. Good to know. Fascination gives moth. Interesting. It doesn't give lantern. It gives moth. Why moth? I get the whole, like, chaotic, like, wanting to learn things, right? But, like, why moth? Okay, this is the Stories from Behind the Walls about a bunch of histories and battles not acknowledged and told in a playful and joyful manner. Gore does not mention the mantis directly, but constant coy metaphorical references to ascending the staircase of years, to the doors of sleep, and to the blue light of dawn suggest he had commerce with the unseen world. Apple green paint marks ritual circles on the rock. The remains of sacrifices past squelch beneath our feet as we search the shrine. In a little hollow in the throne rests an oiled bundle of treasures. So we got more vital pigment. We have icon of Saint Agnes. Saint Agnes of Bohemia was renowned for her pious dedication to the mortification of the flesh. This icon makes for grisly viewing. It's winter, I guess, because every wound is a door, right? That's the thing that's said about Nock. The flayed tantra. This tantra is recorded as being spoken by an enigmatic individual identified as Peel. Oh. With many of the qualities of the mythological Naga, the flayed tantra played a notable part in Alexander Sparrow's paranoid pamphleteering. Winged doll. In an attic above a skeleton house, there was a window. Besides the window, there was a box. In the box, there was a bandage. In the bandage was a twist of clotted hair. In the hair was wound a doll, because the window had never been opened. What? There was a window. Besides the window, box, bandage, hair, doll, window never opened. I don't get it. Is it trying to say that the doll didn't fly away because the window was closed? Is that what it's trying to say? Okay, so this is the Keglin Scratch. Romans dug for silver until they reached the unsanctioned space where the names hid things not fit for sunlight. Many others have come since then, even as the tunnels crumble. Some have never left. That sounds like we might be dealing with, like, undead, right? So winter, let's say winter. Let's say, because it's hidden? Hid things. Let's, but it's not fit for light. But that might, like, ward away stuff, right? So let's do lantern and the funds, and then we'll see what it says and see if we prepare for the descent. We bring rope, tools, light. We arm ourselves against anything down there that may yet move. I think winter's the right choice. White choice. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna run out of this. Oh, this is what I get from being autopilot. I had a feeling there was something that I was missing. Okay, so treacherous ground, forge your lantern, and then this is the fretful dead. Not all the dead rest easily. These ones dislike our intrusion. We can prevail against them with edge, or they may obey one who comes in the name of winter. So we have winter, we have edge. Let's put a second lantern in so we get 10 at least, and then we can maybe put edge in there. Elridge, an acquaintance, an elegant man of an inelegant habits. Might be able to recruit this acquaintance. It's probably edge, right? Yeah, I imagine he's edge. Let's keep searching for people, because we need people. Fruit of Truth. But do I want to gamble on the Orchid of Lights? Okay, I'm glad I didn't. Okay. I think I still want to keep going to the White Door to get another influence. I don't feel good doing only 2 lantern as the inspiration. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think 10 is the minimum. Read Gore, Wainscott Histories. It was common in that time to speak of the division of the sun by which contemporaries understood the eruption of barbarian forces and their uncouth gods. So the division of the sun happened a while ago. It sounds like. It's not a relatively recent thing. It sounds like it's been a thing for a while now. Alopolis disquisitions on fire and the unburnt god are interrupted by passages of distractingly erotic poetry addressed to Baldamira. Okay, Christopher. Maybe not the place. Is this a dream journals? It's a dream journal. Never mind. It is the place for it. Unburnt god. That's the god that ended up being a woman, right? And that one sexist man was like, oh, I wanted to be a man. Yeah, it's too late now, but too late. Yeah, I can paint, I guess. Inspiration. I don't want to use fascination. I want that to tick down. Assistance. Let's put another fund in there. Just in case. Just in case. Because expeditions take so long. I don't want to keep them waiting. Okay, let's see. Entering a White Door. Okay. Please, please, please. Yes. Okay, I will paint with this. I will paint with this. Putting it right there. Painting, painting. White Door. We probably have enough Fruit of Truths now, so we can probably... Let's go to the Stag Door, because I think we have enough now. I didn't actually read this. Fainean invocation. The door in the eye navigates. He is not merciful, but first and always he illuminates. Use this with a thrilling air or other resource of equal power to summon a hint from behind mirrors. Tense radiance. Ascent. Oh, right. Approaching the spider doors. I've read. Honestly, okay. Stands arched, unseen, slow-stepping residences. Is this the one that mentions... Which one's that mentions the bounds? Did I already read that one and I just don't remember it? This one sounds like it could be fun. I'll translate that next. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I forgot I was already painting. Let's put some mystique in there, just for the fun of it. Intense radiance, and then we will remember to put the paint there. Traveling at night. To reach the stag door, I believe that all you really need is to want something enough. So that's why it made us use our dedication. But I've never wanted anything that much, except of course Baldomira. And I'm very much afraid that the knot in the story is this. What Baldomira wants is the stag door. But here's something I've learned in Persia. Perhaps it'll teach you what you want. Oh shoot, this is gonna expire. I gotta make sure to use this or I'll become decrepit. Study. Let's decode this. All right, paying attention, paying attention. I'm paying attention with my full attention. Let's put, so this needs edge or winter. Let's put edge in there. I don't know if contributing to two different aspects of the same check helps influence it at all. Paint, Wafujin for 10 lantern. Yes, okay. Fascination. The dead watch us closely, expressionless as saint statues, but we are invested in the power of winter. Probably the dead will recognize that assistance. Let's put another fun there. Victor, an acquaintance. Victor is a sly fellow, and he knows an unusual opportunity when he sees it. Who do we think Victor is? What do we think Victor is? I don't think Victor's lantern. I would say his appearance would be moth, but maybe he's another edge. Because we got 3 of these. He's not, oh, maybe he's Grail. He's got like the mustache thing. I would say probably Grail or Edge. Not Winter. Not Winter. Talk. Let's keep talking of occult matters. Approaching the spider door, the sands drain away like water, and beneath is the stone from which gods arose so long ago. Ahead is the door, glistening like rain, its black surface beaded with blood, each drop heavy curved like a swollen tick. The spider door. In my dreams, I found the way to the spider's door, sometimes called the Bloody Gate, or more informally, the Wrong Door. The Wrong Door. Interesting. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. I should probably try to level up my health, right? That's probably a good idea to try to do. Yeah, I might do that after this. So in utter darkness like us all. Whoops. What's going on? What's going on? That's gotten my second fascination. The world is dangerously bright. I have a third fascination. Shoot. Shoot. How do I get rid of it? I need restlessness. But that's gonna... The dread is gonna... How do I get dread easily? How do I get dread easily? How do I get fleeting reminiscence easily? This is gonna go, because I don't have any dread. This is gonna vanish. This is gonna give fleeting reminiscence, which will take away one of the... Okay, I'm okay. But I got to figure out how to... There must be an easy way to get dread. I'm gonna mean, I could try smoking until I have a bad trip, but I don't think that's going to go well. Let's read this book. 58. That they did claim inheritance of the traditions of the House of Leth, but that they have disregarded both its most sacred and its most beautiful ceremonies, where they have not found covenants convenient. 59. 58, that they claim inheritance of the traditions of the House of Leth, that they have disregarded both its most sacred and its most beautiful ceremonies, where they have not found convenient. 59. It is not clear whether C-R-O-D, who is identified only by his initials, was in fact an initiate of the Obliviate Order of Immortal Adepts. He wrote in the 16th century after the order, if he is to be believed, had passed the height of its power. So I want to see what that says, and then we will, I think, pause. Artist reward. Latest paintings publicly, surely somebody will buy it. So that's not what I wanted, though. That's not what I wanted. Contentment, glimmering. So maybe there isn't a lantern painting, or maybe I need more lantern to pull that off. Intense radiance. Can I upgrade these radiances with each other? Maybe. Work. Let's, yeah, let's do that. Because I guess I'm going to be trying to upgrade my health. Maybe. Treasure lies before us. Okay, so I want to see what's in this. I want to read this book, see what's in this expedition, and then we will call it for the day. Health. Let's go to the spider door. Spider door. In my dreams, I know the path through the silken sands to the spider's door. If I slake its thirst by spilling fresh blood before I sleep, it will open to me. The only fresh blood I have is the helpless prisoner. The spider's door is always thirsty, and I've noticed this is capitalized, all capitalized, thirsty. Always the blood I have given leaks in threads and spills through the skin of the world, and the door drinks it, and a moment's satisfaction swells its opening until I can pass. So let's see what lore we'll need to ascend from the spider's door. Glass garden, not enough. The light of the divided sun penetrates my dream, but not enough to thaw the long-dead frost blossoms of the glass garden. Each step I take crushes another plant to powder. This is the way the brighter hours once came, but now it is silent here in the clouds. Not enough. Okay, I didn't think it would. Forge, edge. The light of the divided sun. Each step I take crushes another plant to powder. This is as it must be. And knock, of course. Each step I take crushes another plant to powder. I almost know the way. So I can either be sneaky with knock, like a little cheeky, rather, not sneaky. I can just power through and crush the plants, or I can defrost them with lights. Alright, almost done. Almost done. I would love to keep going, but I don't think anyone wants to... Jeez. Sorry, that scared me. I don't think anyone wants a 4-hour stream. Not stream, video. The clouds part. The wolf despair prowls elsewhere. No dread empowers this despair. And then this will take this fleeting reminiscence. And I'll need to find a way to get dread some other way. Read those integrities. Now I share the right that the Order used to summon a Caligine spirit. In clear defiance of the Lythian tradition, they do not offer Nock lore with a Winter initiate and a Malleus imperative, but rather Winter lore with a Nock initiative and a Malleus. It is not to be born. Oh, another Watchman's Sorrow. So is this, somebody getting pissy with the with how you arrange your aspects among the that's funny. It is not to be born. Oh, this is upgraded. No, wait, no. Yeah, wait, no. Why can't I? Oh, this already has the requires the knowledge off of it. Weird. Let's how do I study this? And then knowledge. Let's okay. Let's pause here. So thank you everyone from joining me again. I hope you've been finding this as interesting as I have. If you have any advice or anything of that sort, let me know. Advice specifically with the episodes themselves. Am I droning on too long? Am I not droning on enough? Should I be skipping parts of gameplay? Let me know. But in the meantime, you're not you when you're hungry.